Welcome back to another episode of Campfire Convos. Today I got my good buddy Shrek here.
How's it going?
And we're gonna have a little bit of a campfire chat. But before we do that, I do wanna say we got the solo stove in front of us. We're sitting on some Cliq Chairs. We're gonna smoke some
Titans by Gurkha.
those. And we're gonna drink some Buffalo Trace whiskey just to settle the mood, just a little bit. So we're gonna light these up, pour some drinks. You wanna light and I will pour?
Yes, sir.
Let's do that. Oh, shit.
Knocks it down.
It's just a mic, it's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, today's a little windy, so
Try to get away from the wind.
hopefully this sounds good and using some old mason
I'm sure this will
jars
sound
for-
great.
Yeah, should be fine. Little
Get away from the wind still.
stoppers do pretty good. I don't know how much whiskey you like to drink.
Hey, if it's there, it goes
always,
down.
We can always fill it back up, I guess. Just gonna push that back up front.
There we go.
In there.
You probably want a little extra juice on yours too.
Yeah.
Sat there for a second.
All right, wind, chill.
Yeah, you got. It's good torch, but the wind is also strong. I probably need more, but yeah, it is what it is.
This is a new experience for me, so I feel like we should have started. We should have lit these before we
Give it
started.
little kisses as you suck in. Tutorial on how to smoke a cigar on camera.
Quit watching me. I mean, if you're listening, quit listening.
It's as romantic as it sounds. It's starting to look the way it's supposed to look.
Yeah.
Mine isn't, so that's a. But I can take care of that while you talk on, your podcast.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't even have a podcast.
On
All
your YouTube series,
It's the same thing.
on your whatever you want to call it, on the thing that's not called Shrek Attack, shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Love me some shameless plugs. All right, so we got our cigars, we got our whiskey.
There we go.
We're gonna have to puff these just to make sure they don't go out.
That's right. It's okay.
Yeah.
I got the torch. If we gotta redo it.
All right, we're lit. We might get lit.
It's good whiskey.
Now we can start. I do like this one. This one's
It's a good
pretty
one.
solid. Joe
All right.
Rogan also had Buffalo Trace on his, so I feel like we're basically Joe Rogan now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how proud we are of that, but
I mean, it's a big podcast.
it's a big podcast.
That was kind of
That's the goal.
Yeah, that was a comparison I was going for there.
There we
but
go.
Not quite similar in many other ways. But anyways,
You'd be correct. And we're like AJ Hawk on the Pat McAfee podcast. So
Pat McAfee's something else too.
I'm going to his live show.
You're gonna really?
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah.
How you been, buddy? It's been a minute.
Yeah. It's been a hot minute, huh?
Yeah.
I believe, we've had this plan for a while.
Yeah.
Since you came on my podcast, I
Yeah.
believe. But Campfire Convos wasn't quite born yet.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
Yeah. It took us a little while to get rolling, but we're going now, so I appreciate it.
A lot more production in yours than mine.
Yeah. I wanted something that was just a little more authentic. You know what I mean? Like authentic to me. I don't like the studio setting. I could do the video lights and all the fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got the stuff. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I feel like this is more my speed. Sitting
Yeah.
around just bullshitting and
My style is just, you slap a microphone in front of me, I'm going to talk.
yeah.
I like to think I'm quite good at it.
Yeah.
And my increasingly more Pittsburgh accent every day. But I feel like the older I get, the less proper I speak. And that's okay.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It gives us a unique flair.
Yes. The old Yinzers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I never really realized how much Yinzer I got until I go somewhere else and start talking to people, and they're like, what did you call that? I'm like, I don't know what you're referring to. I said this word.
I remember I was down in New Orleans, and New Orleans, and I ran into a bunch of girls from Alabama, and me and my buddy were talking to them, and we were just like, yo, your accent is wild. And they're like, what are y'all talking about? Y'all the ones with accents. I was like, oh shit.
You are incorrect.
Can I swear on this? I apologize. I have fruity language.
No, fruity language is encouraged. What'd you go down there for?
I tell you what, that was back in like high school. I had a buddy who had an uncle down there, and he went down to visit, asked me if I wanted to come. I said, yeah.
Sounds like a good reason for a trip.
Yep.
I feel like those are like half my trips. Like, hey, you want to go here?
I might not meander as much as you do, but sometimes I get out there.
I'm doing my best to meander as much as possible, so, you know.
I've grown into quite the homebody.
Yeah.
I'm probably the most homebody person you've had on this podcast so far.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
You like it? What do you do with your free time?
Get some gaming in, work on my podcast when I can. But mostly, with the way work has gone, I won't bore you guys with work talk, but I've mostly been home asleep.
Nice.
I've been working a lot of overtime, and, you know, I kind of got to the point this week where I realized that I like my free time more than I like money. Time is more valuable than money to me these days.
Yeah.
And that might be the peak adulthood thing I've ever said. That along with my back fucking hurts. But, you know, it's a thing. I want to work more on my projects, my podcast, do things I enjoy rather than just work. And I've grown quite fond of the phrase of I work to live, not live to work.
Yeah.
And I think that's just an important realization I've had over the past couple of years, really.
Yeah. Now, is it kind of, would you say it's gotten you, like, are you finally to that point where that's going to be your focus, or are you slowly still getting there?
I'm to the point where I found a career where I think I would be good at it, but it's not necessarily what I want to do.
Yeah.
But it pays the bills real well, you know?
Yeah.
So it's the best job I've had so far, with some trifling things going on. But it's not what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, is what I want to do realistic? Maybe not. My podcast takes off, I'd start making a living off that. Hell yeah. But I would love to dabble in some acting, you know?
Yeah. That'd be cool.
That'd be awesome.
What kind of acting do you want to do?
Porn.
I hate you so much.
No, I'd like to get into TV shows. You know, like some comedies, like Office style, Letterkenny style.
Well, based off of your instant reaction there, I'd say comedy would be a good fit.
Yeah. Before, little peek behind the scenes, which I do on my podcast all the time.
Yeah.
Before this, we were talking about, you kept asking me, like, do you know what you want to talk about? Do you know what you want to talk about? What are we talking about? Because you are a lot more structured than I am. I'm an off-the-fly dude. Yeah. You put a mic in front of me, don't hand me a script, I'm going to do a lot better. I did a script. My last episode of Shrek Attack was a scripted episode. I let Chat GPT, or whatever it's called, the AI, write a script for me. And so many people, like, have a huge following. But a lot of people messaged me like, I fucking hated that. Dude, you weren't you. And I was like, yeah. And I'm sure you remember from college, I tried doing some stand-up comedies, and I fucking tanked. But then we started the Who's Line night, and it shined. I feel like I did real well at that. So if you put me off the cuff where I can say whatever, I can go. Yeah. But if you script me, and I'm fine. If you happen to watch this and you're like, yeah, this guy seems like he can speak, it seems like he can do something. If you put a script in front of me, I can read it. I'm fine.
It's just not you.
It's just not what I excel at.
Yeah.
So I like The Office and Letterkenny styles because there is a loose script, is how I would describe it. Yeah. You see them going, but a lot of the best stuff that make the show is stuff they're going off script and just kind of improvising their own lines. I think I'd be pretty good at that. Yeah. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
That's actually something that Carla and I talk about a lot. For those of you listening, if you know Carla, you should, because she's the behind the scenes person for the show.
Also on episode 2.
Also, episode 2, another kind of shameless plug. I think that counts, right?
I got you.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I'm a company man.
But no, we talk about it a lot where it's like there needs to be more you in it. And that was the reason that I started doing like the what do you want to talk about? Because I don't want this to be something where like I have people come on and talk about what I want to talk about. Yeah. I want you to come on and be like, hey, this is something that means a lot to me. I would like to share my story and go from there. So that was kind of the focus shift that happened recently, and I'm still working on it. I mean, it's still hard to balance that, and not everyone is good with the off the cuff.
Well, to me, whenever I think about sitting around a campfire, don't catch the forest on fire there.
Yeah, we're getting a little spread here.
Yeah, a little bit. We're good.
A little dry.
We're good. Sorry. Smoky. Probably laid off.
Definitely laid off.
Oh, was that a bad job?
Budget cuts.
Anyway, so like I said, you're more structured than I am. I think what you're doing here is pretty fucking sick.
Thank you.
But whenever I think about sitting around a campfire personally, that's why whenever I was filling out things, I was like, I don't know. Whenever I want to sit around a campfire and talk to somebody, I just want to go where the conversation goes.
Yeah.
Whenever I see somebody I haven't seen in a long time, such as you, I'm not thinking, man, I'm going to talk to him about baseball, because he used to talk about baseball all the time. He played baseball. I did that on my podcast. I'm thinking, man, what's he been doing recently? I'd like to catch up.
Yeah.
That's not set script.
Yeah.
Where's it go? Do we talk about baseball later? Maybe. But it's where the conversation takes us, man.
Yeah. It's definitely an interesting flow. And I'm excited for the rest of the episode to see where this does go, because I have zero ideas as of current. So it'll be fun.
Keep on your toes.
Yeah. Again, more fun that way. But it's also nice to have, a little stogie and a little whiskey to help loosen everything up. And give you something to do to fill that time where you're like
putting you through everything you shouldn't be doing. Yeah. I am the bad influence.
Yeah, I had a tooth pulled 2 days ago, and he's trying to get me to drink whiskey and smoke cigars. So
I think it might have been 2 days ago where I messaged you. So I finally had time to listen to your podcast. Actually, what it really has been is work's been rough, and whenever work's rough, I like to listen to music, not people talking.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But I finally got to the point where I was like, I need to listen to Mitch's podcast. Quite behind. And you took that shot of whiskey, and I believe I messaged you or maybe sent you a video. Hey, man, I'd love to do a shot of whiskey with you.
Yep.
And fuck yeah, attack that fire.
Hold on, yeah, we got a little fire going on here.
Got it.
We don't want to call Boki the Smare.
Literally like 2 minutes before you started recording, I was like, have you learned not to burn everything? Here we are.
Yep. It's going to keep going. It's fine.
It's good.
It is a windy day, though, so we got to make sure that doesn't.
Yeah, it's good. This is how things are often caught.
Yeah, we should have made our little circle.
I got it. Don't worry.
Most of the ones I've done so far have been in the winter, so I can throw this anywhere. It doesn't matter. It's like melting through the snow.
Yeah. Well, PA weather. I mean, it could rain on us any minute.
Don't say that.
Well, that'd be something for the show. We're just going to sit through it.
Oh, 100%.
I mean,
committed.
You got an umbrella somewhere, right?
Yeah. No, probably not. Yeah. But we'll be fine.
Yeah.
All right. We ain't going to melt.
No. We ain't the wicked witch of the West.
Yeah, no. But sorry, cut you off with the fire.
Well, it's okay.
Firefighting over here.
Control. We can do our best to control fire, but fire's going to do what fire wants to do.
You're not,
like this.
Not wrong.
I'm just trusting that wood will stop it. But
or catch the wood. And we're like, we got a really big fire now.
Yeah, great. What was I saying?
That's a good question.
Solid.
Where were we at?
I was the bad influence. I remember that.
Bad influence. Then we went into somewhere else. You were saying that you had just listened to.
Oh yeah, stuff. Yeah. So. Yeah, I just listened and I shot you a text. I think, or maybe sent you a video. And I think the exact thing I said was, "I'd love to do the shot of whiskey with you at the end."
Yeah.
And you're like, "I have an opening this Saturday." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I love it.
Yeah, you said I'd love to do a shot of whiskey, and then you said am I going to have to close my eyes every episode because I'm driving when I listen to this?
Yeah. I only listened to 2 episodes, but both of them started with, all right, let's close our eyes and paint a picture. And I'm like, I'm driving. Like, this picture's going to be dangerous.
We just got to picture the road in your mind somehow.
I've driven it enough times. Probably can.
I'm glad you got it was short notice. I'm
Yeah.
glad you got to come out, and this is long overdue conversation.
Yeah, I was hesitant at first to commit because that's just the kind of person I am. But I've been, I thought I might have to work. Then I thought about it and I was like, even if I have to work, the latest I'm going to work is 3. And I thought of a book I've been reading recently, screw it, let's do it. And
Wait, that's the name of the book?
yeah.
Screw it, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. I forget who it's by, but good book. And basically it's about, it's basically like, the Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you have an opportunity, but you say no because you're scared, screw it, let's do it.
Yeah.
It might take off. And on top of that, I went from seeing you every day to not seeing you for 10 years, so
Yeah.
kind of fucking sucked.
Yeah, it's real long.
Yeah.
Yeah, since you graduated, it's probably been. I've seen you less since your graduation, than I did the first week of college.
Yeah.
Like, no exaggeration. That's wild.
Yeah. That first week though, we clicked.
Yeah.
I do. Do you remember how we met?
You helped me move in. You were an orientation leader,
I was
weren't
the
you?
orientation leader. Yeah. Helped you move in, and then there was an event, like a meeting people event. And we had some kind of imaginary money. And I was like, hey man, I'll give you 100, whatever the fuck the money was called, if you go act like you're gonna kiss this girl's hand and introduce yourself to her. And you did it. Dude, I gave you the money. Temporary, unofficial roommates, and just clicked.
Yeah. And we did literally everything. We hung out every single day. That was a good time.
Yeah, I think besides sleeping, I pretty much lived in your room.
Yeah.
I moved my big screen TV into your room so we could play Call of Duty next to each other, and instead of communicating, we could
literally look at each other's screens and shit. Do you remember? I think this picture might still be on my Instagram. Actually, we were playing Outlast, and I think you were either under the bed or on the bottom bunk. I think it was under the bed.
I think it was on the bottom.
It might have been, but that picture was on there for so long. It has to still be on there.
It probably is.
That was a freaky game.
Yeah, I remember being the college youths we were. We would always invite girls over to play it because they get scared, and then they'd cuddle up next to you, and then I always ended up being the one fucking playing it. And it got to the point where I knew what was coming, so it kind of ruined the authentic part of it on my part. I had to pretend I was scared because I knew the jump scare was coming, but the girls didn't know that. We were just like, hey, let's try this new game. It's kind of scary. It would be funny if you played it. The fucking 2 minutes into the game, I'm holding the controller, and they're just like, ah.
Yeah, that was a very consistent theme for that game.
Never met my future wife from that.
No.
Shocker.
Me either, though. So. We're in the same boat. Do you remember? It was my girlfriend at the time and her roommate, and her roommate was trying to jump out of the window because we were all drinking. We're on like a 4th floor, and they're like, "Oh, let's just look out the window." We're like, "No, let's not do that." I don't know why that was a good idea.
Legit.
I already know exactly what you're gonna say.
That's an off-camera story.
Okay,
I won't do
okay.
that to her.
We don't have to say any names. You're welcome to say it. We'll know who we're talking about.
Yeah, we'll know. If she watches, she'll know. So, fuck that guy. Which is, after a certain point, what she wanted to do. And that is why she was going to jump out the window, was to make me stop. And then she like wrapped herself around me like an octopus.
Yep.
Your girlfriend at the time wanted to kill me, even though it was not my doing. Mm-hmm. And you guys had to like unwrap her from me. And me being the good guy I am, would not do anything because I knew she was beyond the point of doing stuff, and I had a final the next morning. I was up. I had a paper due at 8 in the morning, and I babysat her until I believe 7. I cranked that paper out in 1 hour and turned it in. Got B.
Hey. That's a good turnaround.
No
time.
phone numbers.
Well, at least you got the B though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God, that was
Quite the night. You know
That
what
was
it's like
interesting.
having a girl just want to like be with you, and you're like, I can't do
That's
this.
a bad idea. That is a bad idea. It always sucks too, because God damn my ethics. Like, I just, no, that is, I feel like that's fucking half of college, is like, nope, make the responsible decision, don't be an asshole.
Yeah.
But,
And you know, after college, you really don't get yourself in those situations.
yeah, not so much. I don't know if that's like, I feel like it's just because you're not around as many people. But like,
It's true.
also, after a certain point, you kind of figure out how to not, well, like the girls figure out how to not be like that, usually.
Yeah.
Freshman girls drinking is just like, this is
I was also
first time.
Yeah, it was your freshman year, their freshman year, my senior year. So I've been around the block a few times.
Yeah.
And as the old Dane Cook joke goes, it's because I was too drunk to find the room the first time. So, yeah, I've had my experiences. And if I was a freshman, that story could have turned out way differently. We could have both jumped out the fucking window. But, I cherish those memories. Those were good times.
I think that was the night that I made that Skittles vodka.
Fuck yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was some good shit.
That was some good shit. Took, was it Absolute vodka, and literally just separated into like little, I don't know if I did.
Threw some fucking Skittles in there, man. That's it.
Yeah, literally all it was. We did it by flavor, or by color though. Like the different colors were the different Skittles. I think we put it in water bottles, let it sit for like a day.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. That shit was so good.
You remember my jungle juice jug that I brought everywhere?
Well, the jug?
Yeah.
I remember the
I
first
used to
time.
take that shit to class.
Love that. I remember the first time I ever drank. I was definitely 21.
I was gonna say, don't fucking throw me under the bus here.
I was definitely 21, had just turned, and I went to your room, and I was like, hey, I need to get drunk around you and not all of the baseball team for the first time. And you're like, I got you. You put me down in front of the TV, gave me a controller, put Battlefield on, grabbed a souvenir cup from the zoo, put
I still have this.
half a cup of fucking lighter fluid vodka in that thing, and then topped it off with Dr. Pepper. Said, every time you die, you take a drink. Okay. So I'm fucking playing. For those of you who don't know, Battlefield games is the first-person shooter, and they're like 45 minutes to an hour long. I remember I reached for the vodka, or for the drink, and I reached for it, and I looked at my arm, and I'm like, I didn't feel that. And I pulled it back, took another sip, and kept going. I'm like, I cannot believe I'm actually drunk right now. Oh, that was...
I had quite the charm to me, quite the charisma. I was very much, I still am one of those people you either love or you hate. So if you're watching this and you happen to be one of those people that hate me, I'm sorry. This is who I am. But yeah, I did that a lot, especially with Call of Duty and Battlefield. I would just drink every time I die. And I mean, Christ, my liver's probably shot from it. But I remember for a Super Bowl, we had a bunch of rules. I ended up drinking an entire fifth of SoCo. I can't really drink SoCo anymore. But
shouldn't be drinking that shit anyways. We're past that time.
Yeah. But I had this jug of jungle juice. What I would do, if you're in college, listen up, especially if you go to the dry campus. I'm about to teach you something right now. You get one of the gallon bottles of fruit punch or whatever your preferred Hawaiian punch is. I got the fruit punch. That was my favorite flavor. Yeah, get rid of half of it. Whatever you want to do with it. Save it for later. If you save it for later, you can do this twice. Which is what I would do. I had multiple of these jugs. I would pour half in another one. Take a full fifth of your preferred vodka. I used, I don't promise it's still cheap, but back then it was the cheap one. That was really good. It's called Platinum. It was distilled 5 times, so it mixed real well with stuff. You're going to put the full fifth in. It won't fill it to the top. You're going to take some pineapple juice. You're going to put like a cup or two of that in that. A cup or two of that in there. At this point, you're going to have about this much left. You're going to take Sprite. You're going to fill it to the brim. The Sprite and the pineapple juice are the cover-up. So that covers the alcohol scent. That covers the alcohol taste. We had a security guard there that straight up thought he was a cop. You know who I'm talking about.
I do indeed.
And he thought it was suspicious I carried this gallon of Hawaiian punch with me everywhere. As he fucking should have been. And one day he asked me, why do you carry this around? And I was like, I just really like Hawaiian punch. And he's like, nobody likes Hawaiian punch as much as you do. I was like, goddamn right. He's like, I don't believe that's Hawaiian punch. And I was like, sir, I promise you, this is Hawaiian punch. I was a terrible person back then. I can't do this now. You can tell whenever I'm lying now. But I promise you, this is Hawaiian punch. Just let me sniff it. All right. Took the cap off, handed it to him. He sniffs it. I guess it's Hawaiian punch. Would you like a cup? No, I believe you. Well, I didn't take that cup because he would have been fucking...
Probably buzzed up after a cup.
He would have been like, yeah, this is the Hawaiian punch. And an hour later, whoa, I feel good.
Dude, our security guards there were ridiculous. I remember, I want to say it was my sophomore year. We had a party, and there was like 50, 60 people in a Peters dorm.
Right.
So like not a lot of space. Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, which is everyone listening, so our dorm rooms were like a living space and then like 2 bedrooms off the living space and a bathroom. Not a big space. So 50 or 60 people in the dorm is a lot. I was completely sober because I am paranoid. We have this many people in our room. I'm going to get in trouble. Knock on the door. I look through the peephole. Fucking public safety. I'm like, oh shit. So I turn around and yell at my roommate, I'm like, it's public safety. He goes, oh no, I called him, let him in. I was like, what do you mean you called him? So I open the door and this dude walks in. Someone throws him a beer. He takes his badge off, throws it up in the air like a fucking card. He goes, I'm off duty, bitches. Cracks open the beer and lights a cigarette in our room. And I'm like, well, I guess we're not getting in trouble now. So then I got drunk too. But dude, it was just, for a dry campus, it was very not.
Unless it rained.
It always rained.
It rained a lot. PA weather, man, you can't predict it.
Yeah. Especially up in North Hills, I guess.
Yeah. Dude, I think I was drunk more than sober in college.
I feel like when I was drunk, I was drunk.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like I'm going to class and I'm drunk. I'm like
Took my Hawaiian punch to class with me.
Oh, that's another one. I remember, so we had a night class. It was 4 hours long. It was met once a week. And we showed up, and it was a class we were supposed to work on a project, right? Mm-hmm. So me and my partner sitting at the table. He was another baseball dude, and said, you can either go back to your dorms and work on it, you go to the library, work on it, you can stay here and work on it. And we looked at each other like, if we don't work on it right here,
he's not doing it.
We're not working on it.
Yeah.
So okay, we'll work on it here. All right, get out the stuff. So he puts his backpack up on the table, unzips it. The only thing in his backpack was a handle of vodka. He didn't have his laptop, notebook, nothing else. The only thing was a handle of vodka. And we looked at each other, went, guess we're not working on it. Yep. I just fucked right off. Dude, college.
You ever do a Marathon Monday?
No, I did not.
That's whenever you wake up, you start drinking, and you don't stop drinking until you get to bed.
Yeah, I cannot. I don't know I can do that.
I can't do it now.
What's up, little guy? Why are you crawling on me? We got a bee friend. He's our mascot. As long as he doesn't sting me.
I was like, very bold of you.
Yeah, we're outdoor nature. We'll let him crawl around for a minute. Sorry, proceed.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it now. But I did it back then. Mm-hmm. I remember how concerned everybody was I was going to die by like the middle of the day.
Like just that drunk?
I really... The thing about Marathon Monday was... It was the most sober drunk I ever was because I was actually careful about my pacing.
Yeah.
Whenever you party...
You were very not.
You're very, hit me up with the shots, hit me up with, oh, there it went.
Oh, no.
Hit me up with, like, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was very meticulous about this. I woke up, and I had, like, a whiskey coffee. And as I went throughout the day, I just had, like, different...
These motherfuckers.
I had different...
I give it a second, they'll fuck off. I don't want to fight some kids, but I will. I ain't above it.
Where'd they even come from?
I think they were listening. They like killed the engines and rode down.
Yeah.
Your Marathon Monday.
Yeah, so anyway, I was very meticulous. I had different drinks like prepared for different parts of the day. Mm-hmm. And nothing was like as strong as I would normally make it. Because I was like, I'm going to be drinking from sun up to sundown. So... might have not been the best for hydration, but at the same time, it's very good for hydration.
No.
So, a lot of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it'd be something I can't believe I never did it. Never did it.
I
did a power hour. Yeah, for real. I did a power hour a couple times, but that was the most. But yeah, I've never been one for drinking in the morning. I remember one time specifically drinking in the morning, and it was for a pit game. And we woke up at 8, and I bet you I had 12 beers by 10:30. Like, it was a lot. And the last 2 beers, we were waiting in line to get in. Because we're trying to sit in the student section. And I ran into McDonald's and got just an empty cup and poured 2 Miller Lights in there, and we called it McMiller Light because we're smart.
Yeah.
And but turns out terrible to drink Miller Lite out of a McDonald's cup. 1, it gets warm. 2, you like taste the cardboard paper. So it's not good. But that was my last 2 beers in that. And that's the only time I very distinctly remember drinking or being drunk in the morning at least.
I can't say it's something I do too often now. I don't really get drunk too often now. I barely drink now.
Yeah.
Last weekend, after a rough couple of weeks, I went to the bar down the street from me, and I had 3 drinks there. I went home and I had a fucking bootlegger of all things, and that got me pretty fucking white girl wasted. And I was like, it takes next to nothing now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like my alcohol taste has also changed quite a bit from college. I mean, I never liked the taste in college, like beers or whatever. I just never enjoyed it. But now,
still don't like beer.
Yeah, I don't mind it now. Like, I like Guinness. More dark beers typically, but every once in a while, a nice Miller Lite on a like a cold Miller Lite on a decent day, or like just at the perfect time.
I still very much have all the alcohol preferences of the dude. Mm-hmm. White Russian's my favorite drink. I'll drink rum and Coke, whiskey. All the fruity girl drinks that get you drunk faster, all 4 of them.
Yeah.
But you put beer or something from me, I'm like, eh.
Yeah, I can't, if I'm trying to get drunk, there's 0% chance I can drink beer because I get so bloated anymore.
Yeah.
Like 4 beers maybe, and I'm like, dude, I feel gross. So I stick to seltzers and whiskey. I love old fashions. That's my go-to.
Whiskey's good. I like whiskey sours.
Yeah. I haven't had too many whiskey sours. I don't think I've ever had a White Russian.
Never had White Russian?
I don't think so.
Wow.
Yeah. I feel like I need to step
friends with me.
I know. You're slacking. You got to give me some White Russians.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't think.
It's one of those drinks where a lot of people don't like it because it is cream and alcohol mixed together.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like something you'd get drunk off of.
No, it's definitely you enjoy your life beverage.
Yeah.
Which is why I don't drink it much now.
God damn.
Yeah. Gotta hit the dark joke somehow.
Oh, we gotta get the dark jokes in there. Dark jokes.
No, it's a good drink.
Yeah.
It's vodka, Kahlua, and cream.
Nice.
Real simple.
I thought it had milk in it. Or can it be milk instead of cream?
Milk is a cream.
Well, yeah, but like, is it milk or is it like whipping cream?
You can use whipping cream.
I feel like
it's a preference.
I feel like I'd want milk if I was gonna do that. Cream just sounds.
Heavy cream's actually my favorite.
Really?
Yeah.
That sounds like it'd be a lot. Like it'd be like thick. Well, obviously it's thick, but like
it turns into like a milkshake.
All right, you had me, you lost me, you got me again. So I feel like I'm gonna have to try one now.
Yeah. If you use the heavy whipping, it's legit like you're drinking an alcoholic milkshake. Not quite as thick as a milkshake.
Yeah.
Take a couple C's off.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Just one C.
Yeah. Just one C.
Yeah. Huh.
And I do like my milkshakes less thick, so
Yeah.
I like to be able to drink them.
Yeah. I don't have to like. I don't know how to say that without it being weird. I don't have to suck it for a long time.
Yes. Yes. Quick trigger.
Yep. A little quick one.
I like how we both pause. Take a cigar puff, and you're like, I'm going to take a sip off that one.
Sip and a hit. These cigars are pretty solid. I thought they were going to be a lot like stronger flavor. They're pretty solid flavor.
So yeah, whenever I get cigars, I tend to avoid the heavier ones. I don't like the peppery ones. And I don't like like you were saying, the tobacco ones before we were recording. And but you were smelling them. I was like, yeah, it's a cigar. It's gonna smell like tobacco.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about cigars is, first off, for those of you who don't smoke cigars, this is not like a cigarette. You don't inhale it.
Yeah.
This is pretty much flavor. So you literally just kind of give it a little kiss, get the smoke in your mouth, let it sit in your mouth, taste it, release. Give your lips a little lick, because the leaf on the outside, packed with flavor.
It is.
And it's a lot different from regular smoking. Can you still get cancer? Yeah, but
everything gives you cancer.
Everything gives you cancer. My favorite are Legends by Drew Estate. Very creamy.
You and your creamy shit.
And yeah, I have a flavor profile if you couldn't tell.
It's gonna be the episode. The episode is gonna be college cigars and creaminess. That's gonna be our
creamy college cigars.
Oh, that sounds like your porno episode.
There we go. Nailed it. Yeah. So I found a website where I get discounted cigars, and all it is the cigars that need to they're overstocked on.
Yeah.
They just put them out there, and you bid on. It's called cigar bid. You make bids, and so I get a lot of cigars cheap. I'll get like a 20-pack for like fucking $10.
Oh damn!
So if you know where to look, you can get cheap good cigars.
Yeah.
Drew Estate's a little bit more. Legends by Drew Estate is a little bit more popular, so they normally get up to around $40-$50, which is still like $50 cheaper than what they normally are.
Yeah.
But I think I got Lee's. I think I got 20 of Lee's for fucking like $10-$15. So
That's not bad at all.
it's a good cigar too.
Yeah.
Gurkha is another popular brand.
My favorites are acids. I like a lot of acids. Those are the sweeter ones I was telling you about. I don't know if they have any creamy cigars, but
No, they don't.
Yeah.
I know acids quite well.
yeah, that's like so. My dad smokes not a lot, but like a couple acids every once in a while.
Heavy smoker.
Yeah, one every time he drinks, but that's kind of often too. No, just kidding. Dad, if you're listening, I was just kidding. No, but
My dad is not listening.
the acids, those are one of the ones where you hit it, you lick your lips, and it literally just tastes sweet.
It tastes like candy.
Yeah, and that's probably the part that I like the most. But you know,
You don't have to light those. You can just put them to your lips and.
wait, and what? That might be the thumbnail.
There you go. But it's creating a porno.
Dude, these dogs are losing their shit. I really hope this episode sounds good because we got a shit ton of wind, we got dirt bikes in the background, and then we got fucking dogs losing their mind over
They
there.
sound great.
We sound good,
Yeah.
but if the camera hears it sounding good is the
You know what
concern.
the most impressive part is? I had a cough all week, and it has not hit me once.
You better not
So-
jinx it. If you start coughing, we're done. Cut.
Nah, it's it's because I work in a dusty ass environment. We are out in like the cleanest environment I've been in quite a while. So
And we're outside, so that says
a lot.
yeah.
Yeah. It's as a homebody and somebody that enjoys being inside home playing video games, it is nice whenever I do come out to a relatively remote location. I know you can't tell from the dogs and the dirt bikes, but for me, who lives in town, this is the boonies,
Yeah.
and it is quite relaxing to sit around a nice fire with a buddy, Carla off in the distance,
Yeah. Way over there.
and just catching up.
Yeah.
And this is a good format. I like this.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to capture the essence of an actual campfire.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is the closest we can get to it. And that's going to come with the imperfections.
Yeah, and I like the. I'm quite behind. I will catch up, but I liked in your episode with Carla. I think it might have been a little bit later in the day because you guys had more of like the cricket background,
Yeah.
and I thought that was real cool.
Yeah.
The ambiance.
Yeah.
If I closed my eyes and wrecked my car,
Yeah.
how beautiful it would sound.
Worth it. Worth it. Yeah. Yeah, it's something working on, obviously. I mean, this ambiance is probably not as enjoyable as the crickets, but it's real outdoor camping ambiance. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you're not going to have the perfect weekend every weekend.
yeah.
You're going to have weekends where, it's fucking 90 degrees and we're out here in our fucking underwear trying to stay cool. Mm-hmm. You'll have your rainy days where we have umbrellas set up. I almost got ash right in my face there. You got your windy days where you're in a t-shirt and I'm in a hoodie, covering up the pink butterflies. This shirt is anime as fuck. I actually ordered this straight off an anime. Well, not it was off one of those websites that like create shirts off anime. So yeah, I was watching one called Awashi. It's a soccer anime.
Interesting.
And the dude was wearing a shirt, and I was like, that is a shirt I would very much wear. And I happened to throw out a tweet. It was Twitter at the time. I tweeted like a picture of the character on the screen. And I was like, man, this is a shirt I would wear. And some random Twitter user replied, check this shit out. Got me a link. Went directly to the shirt. $15. 20 if you include shipping. I was like, I'm willing to take a flyer on that. Now my only complaint is this guy has a green antenna. That's supposed to be pink.
Okay.
But minor complaint.
Yeah.
$20 for a shirt that I wear fucking all the time.
No.
Hell yeah.
It is wild, the power.
Back. I feel like I'm going to fall
I know, right?
on camera.
It's a little, well, if you're going to do it, it has to be on camera.
Yeah.
We've discussed that. No, but it's crazy the power of social media, where like you can say something as simple as, I wish I had this shirt from some ridiculous show or anime or movie or whatever it is, and people are like, here it is. It's funny you should ask. You can buy it right here.
Yeah, and like anything can go viral. I had something go viral once. Viral. A couple thousand shares, I think. But it was 2020, COVID, 1 month in. And COVID started around this time of year. If you're not listening to this up to date, it is March 5th. It's the Ides. It's the Ides of March. It's March 15 right now. So COVID lockdown started around this time of year. Around this time of year, PA weather can be anything. It can snow next week. And it just so happened that we were like a month into it, and so late March, early April, and we had one of those random blizzards. And I made the status, you know, how long have we been in lockdown? It's winter again. Fucking took off, dude. I woke up to like over 1,000 shares. I was like, what the hell happened? I'm still unheard of, but like I said, it's that's why earlier during this podcast, I know you do a great job with clips, by the way.
Thank you.
I said it. I was like, yo, you know, shameless plug. If you are about to record a fucking Letterkenny type show, an office type show, Friends, I'm available.
I'll make sure that's a clip.
Yeah. You never know. Somebody fucking reached out to you.
Absolutely.
Fuck, get both of us.
Yeah.
We're a good team.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, that'd be so much fun. Just sit here and bullshit about whatever. If you gave us a topic, like any random topic, we could just run with it for
fucking
hours.
How long is this podcast going to be? Oh, I got 3 more cigars back there.
Speaking of, how long are we at?
49.
Oh, damn.
Oh, damn, we can shoot the shit, can't we?
We can indeed. Yeah, we need to, let's go one more question.
All right.
And we'll wrap this shit up, but I don't know what the question's going to be yet.
You're the host.
We're going to let that come. Can I have the lighter for a second?
Yeah,
though?
I also need it. So.
Yeah, you get you first and then I'll give me. Actually, I bet if I just put this motherfucker on here.
Probably. That wind kind of knocked out that last time.
Yeah, that wind is rough, dude. I wonder if this is actually going to work. I feel like it will.
5 minutes before I have to restart the other one again.
Okay.
All right. Got 10-minute warning.
So, really 8 minutes.
8-minute warning. You want to lower that anymore?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'll restart it, but I'm just letting you know.
Wait. Okay, that's a fire. We're using some of our valuable time to relight our cigar.
Yeah, dude. My lighter is available now.
It's a little less fun, okay?
Yeah, I was watching. But I also, your podcast is on YouTube. Mine is not. So whenever I do a podcast, especially in this situation, I'm not used to cameras. That's why you keep seeing me going, no. But anytime there's dead air, I try to fill it. Like, and I was, for a small portion of my life, a sports broadcaster. They don't like dead air.
Yeah.
So anytime that you and I go quiet, and whenever I'm listening to you, there are parts where it's just the ambiance, and I'm like, this is nice. But like my lizard brain stuck in its ways, we pause, which is probably a nice moment on camera and even listening. But I'm automatically like, I gotta say the next thing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something I like you're saying, you like it. That's something I've got from a lot of viewers is it's relaxing. It's an actual conversation. It's not forced. It's not anything like that. The ambiance is nice. I don't look at the cameras. I don't look at the cameras at all. I'm talking to you the whole time. I don't like.
I imagine if I did a second episode, like if this was a weekly thing for me as it is for you, I too would be like, yeah, we're here.
Well, the thing is
So I'm directing my conversation towards you, but I'm looking.
Yeah. Back, he's staring at you guys.
I'm giving the Jim Halberts.
You know, you're used to being in front of a camera, so for you, it's almost more natural to look at the cameras.
Yeah.
Everyone else I've had on here doesn't, so I try to make it a point to like, I'm looking at you, because if I'm looking at the cameras, you're gonna look at the cameras, and if you look at the cameras and you're not used to being on camera, that's when you start freaking out, getting in your own head. Like, it's just we're talking.
You remember Red Hawk Productions?
What was it?
Red Hawk Productions, the old YouTube series at good old LaRoche.
I'm not sure that I do.
Oh man.
Was it the?
It might have died before you got there. It was the film club.
I don't remember. The original series that we just talked about earlier was the only one that I remember.
No, that was just me and my roommate.
Yeah.
Doing our own shit, but there's a film club. It was called Red Hawk Productions, and it's still on YouTube. You can still find it. Mm-hmm. But God, we did the dumbest fucking shows, and those were ones where I didn't look at the camera. Those were ones where I was straight up acting. I remember the first one ever was called Night of Your Lives. Mm-hmm. I played a character called Johnny Bananas. I was a stoner, and I did not make it long. The comedy relief character never makes it long.
Yeah.
But, that's, I really, like, it'd be really cool to be able to be part of something like that again.
Yeah.
I remember the way I died was, I was stoned. I had to take a piss. So I went out to the middle of the woods. We were camping. And I went out to the middle of the woods, and being the stone man I was, pants all the way down. All the way down. Start pissing. Somebody, which was just a water bottle. It was the most hydrated piss I ever took in my life. It was straight water. And they didn't bother putting like yellow dye in it. But somebody comes around and stabs me. And I go, dude, you just stabbed me, bro. And he starts continuously stabbing. I have to go down. We're in like fucking high-ass weeds. It's a miracle I didn't get a tick or anything. But like, I went down, I died. And God, that was fun. I had another one where it was called the Committee of Virgins, so you can connect all the dots there. And I won't go into a tangent around a time limit, but good times. Check it out. Let's recreate some stuff, you know?
Was it Red Hawk?
Red Hawk Productions.
Red Hawk Productions. I'm definitely gonna have to look that up. That sounds like fun. I would like to do more like short film kind of stuff. I've done a couple. I actually was in a short film for a second.
Oh.
Had a couple lines. I was a mugger. Mm-hmm. It was fun.
Yeah, no, anytime you want to do it, let me know.
I'm down. I feel like I have a little squad of people that would be down too.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to do.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Also, if you're ever around and I'm shooting videos, I love
40 minutes away.
I love the idea of background characters, or like not background, but like not substitute characters. But I forget the actual word. But basically, like a character who just like subs in for like a certain part of a video.
Yeah, it's basically a background character.
Yeah. I've actually thrown around the idea of making my own like characters for me. Mm-hmm. So like this person talks about this kind of thing, this person but it's all me just dressed in like a specific way. I just feel like that would be a lot to do.
Right.
So I kind of put that off, but I really want to do it at some point. So if you're listening to this and you haven't seen a character of me on a different YouTube channel or on my YouTube channel, yell at me because I need to get that going.
Carlos moving. You want to get that one last question?
Yeah, we can go over. It doesn't matter.
We can go over?
Yeah.
All right. Permission to go over.
We won't go over too much more, but
yeah, that's fine.
Ooh.
I told you put a mic in front of me, I'll talk. I would talk so fucking much.
You're out of whiskey too. I'm like,
I'm out of whiskey. Well, at this point, I figure we're doing that final shot eventually.
Yeah, I'm gonna put just a little bit more in there so we have some for the outro shot.
Yeah.
That's a little more than a shot. But
yeah, that's fine. I'll just do the shake thing I did last time I did. Well, I was like, I'm at the end, I might as well finish. And I was like, there's more than I thought. And I was like, ooh, good little kick. Good little kick.
All right, so last question. Let's think. What do we want to know? I feel like we've had a lot of good conversation today so far. The problem is we talked before we started, so I'm like, what do we talk about on camera versus not on camera?
We just continue catching up.
Yeah.
Just on camera this time.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Really just letting people into our personal lives.
Yeah.
I hope we're exciting.
I hope so too.
Yeah.
Or at least, even if it's not exciting, it can be entertaining.
Yeah,
No.
this chair has a lot more lean back than I originally expected.
I
This is
know,
real
right?
comfy.
Cliq Chair, if you're listening. Shrek likes your fucking chairs.
Hell yeah.
So send us more of them. Thanks.
Send us more, get them a sponsor.
Yeah, for real. We'll put you right here for a portion of it. And then Solo Stove or whoever other fire pit would like to sell us one, we'll put you right there. And then we'll put a little logo right there too. So if you're watching, check it out. And if you're listening, tag them in the comments below. Also shameless plug.
Yes.
Or listening, watching, anywhere, comment. That works.
Love the shameless plugs.
All of them. Like, I think the wind blew out my cigar again. No, we're still good.
We're good.
All right. Last question. Okay. Do you want something serious, something like serious and deep, or like fun and lighthearted to end it?
Mitch, that was a hell of a lot. The last question right there.
You're getting a question based off of this question. This is the second to last question.
Hey man, it's your podcast. What do you want to know?
Oh,
I'm an open book.
all right.
While you're thinking, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in right here. My shameless plug. Shrek Attack. I'm everywhere but YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. You can find it. It's not spelled like the ogre. However, he might put the ogre's face on mine for his clip. Do I want to look at this camera? Let's look at this camera for this portion. Shrek Attack is spelled S-C-H-R-E-C. I'm not an ogre. Attack. Also have a Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I need to upload 2 more. That's my shameless plug.
Not so shameless plug. I love it.
Yep.
There's no shame in plugging your shit. I feel like I need to do that more often, actually. Just plug all the stuff.
Hey, I gave you, whenever you were on my podcast, I was like, yeah, dude, just say it. Say what you're fucking wanting them to follow.
Yep.
And I'll send them your way.
That's the way it needs to be. I feel like I have a lot of great friends who have helped me with this, so I don't want to make it sound like I don't have that. But I feel like I don't have a lot of creator friends who are familiar with this stuff. So even me, since I don't have a lot of creator friends to do it, I don't even shout it out because I don't think of it, you know?
Let me help you. You can do the YouTube portion. Let me help you because I don't know if it's changed since the first episode. Mm-hmm. Hey, if you're listening to this and you made it this far, you really enjoy this podcast. Give it 5 stars and give us a follow. Share it with your friends. Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere you want to go. He happens to have a YouTube. Campfire Convos, Meander and Mitch. 5 stars. 5 stars. You like this.
I don't even have to plug my own shit. I fucking love this. This is great. I appreciate you. You know what? I think we should just end on that. Fuck the last question.
Fuck the last question.
Unless you have anything else you would like to talk about. But if not, we can just drink this
dangerous,
whiskey.
Man. I'll talk for days. We can just drink this whiskey and
not
talk
wrong.
more off camera again.
We can talk more off camera.
We could create like fucking 5 episodes.
We definitely could. It's gonna happen again. You'll be back on.
I'll be back. Like I said, I'm not making the 2-hour trip like Cole. I'm making a fucking 35-minute, 40-minute trip.
Yeah.
A bunch of backwoods. Better hope I never fucking lose my GPS signal.
Yeah. If you lose your signal, start sending some smoke signals up. We'll come looking for you.
Gotta create my own forest fire.
Just smoke a lot of cigars and just.
I can't make smoke rings or anything cool.
Yeah, I can sometimes, but definitely not right now with all this wind. But
No, the wind put me out again, so.
yeah. All right. Well, we've rambled on this last
We've
part
rambled
enough.
a lot.
Yeah. So
I've
viewers,
plugged a lot.
listeners, thank you for being here. Let's do our little shot. Trick.
One of us has more than the other.
Oh, fucking fine. This is gonna be a whole ass gulp.
How's your tooth doing?
It feels phenomenal. Actually, it's not there anymore, so.
How's your tooth not doing?
I don't know. We kept it. I should have kept it. I should have put it on like a necklace or something.
Oh, it's something. It's
Are
not
we
a shark
even now?
tooth. It's my tooth.
Are we even now?
Close enough.
All right. Shrek, thank you for coming.
Thank you
I
for
really
having me.
appreciate you.
Cheers.
And all your shameless plugs.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Do the little letterkenny tap.
That's all we got for today's episode. Until next time, I appreciate you. Peace. Thanks, brother.